Hello everyone, I am trying a new camera that my friend is lending to me, and it's all like fancy with the focusing and stuff, and I've never had to do this. I've always lived off of autofocus, and I'm like watching myself on the TV to see if I'm in focus, but the TV's blurry so I can't tell, so I'm really sorry if this is all out of focus, although then again if it's really bad I wouldn't have uploaded it in the first place. So today is another Becoming Sam's update. Today, in fact, just a few hours ago, I actually had my appointment with the Charing Cross GIC. Now, my appointment's going to be kind of different to your bog standard appointment that you'd find out there, so I have already privately gone on testosterone and privately had top surgery, so my appointment might be slightly different, and in fact, I've been to a first appointment for someone who hasn't done this, so it is a little bit different to how maybe your appointment would go, but I feel like the standard questions are quite the same. So even if you have privately gone on testosterone, even if you have privately had top surgery, they still need to have their own assessment of you. So again, the same question as like I had with Dr. Lorimer and Dr. Seal with gender care, I had to go through. The same stuff about your past, your family, how you used to feel about gender, how you feel about it now, mental health, physical health, all the things that I've mentioned in my appointment, of my first appointment with gender care, it all comes in again, so it's kind of like a full-on appointment again with you, full-on report that they're building off of you, who you are, how you feel, all of that basically. I guess the difference with my appointment was that obviously the doctor understood that I had already been diagnosed and stuff, so I feel like it was a lot more low-key. I didn't have to go into as much detail, although I am a rambler, as you all know, so I definitely still went into detail. Sorry, doctor. But yeah, so they'll still ask you all the same questions and stuff, and you still need to have a follow-up appointment. It still needs to be with another doctor. It's just like the way they do things, and my next appointment is in September, so I guess for all of you that are going to Charing Cross, I think it's the same across the board whether you've been privately or not. I think the in between appointments is 8 months now, so that just gives you a bit of a time scale. Also, if you've been privately before, it is helpful to have your papers. They scanned all my papers through, and apparently that's a good thing to have around in the records and stuff, so I did bring my trans folder. I feel like everyone who's transitioning has this like folder of all their reports and stuff, so bring that if you have one of those. You should have one of those if you don't. If you do bring one of those with you, they'll just scan it and stuff like that, and they'll just have a whole load of extra information too, because why not? I talked about maybe switching to Nebido, and they said not yet. They'll have to talk to Dr. Seal about it. Dr. Seal is also the endocrinologist for Charing Cross, so I've still got the same endocrinologist, I'm just no longer paying for him. But apparently they've got, like, in my case anyway, when I've seen them, they've got the whole endocrine team coming the next week. So I had to get another set of blood tests done so that they can try and figure out my dose. Like I said in a past video, my dose is all over the place, so they're trying to get that sorted. And now that I have seen the NHS, I am with the NHS now. Like, I have transitioned onto the NHS, they'll take over care, they'll figure out my dose, and they'll figure out what to do with me in terms of like testosterone and whether or not I can go on a Nebido and all of that stuff. Yeah, as a heads up, also, if you didn't manage to get a blood test before the appointment, or I don't know, it's an old one like my one was, then the Charing Cross Hospital, which is kind of like next to the clinic, they've got a walk-in blood test thing. They'll give you a form, so I had to have a blood test done, and that's just around the corner, and yeah. So it's a pretty simple appointment. I guess I was still kind of nervous for it, even though I don't understand why, because it doesn't bear that much weight for me. There's not much that I wanted out of it. I wanted to talk about Nebido, I wanted to talk about a bit of mental health. I just wanted to tell them that at some point I will be thinking of bottom surgery, even if that's not now, but that's kind of the ultimate reason I wanted to get onto the NHS, is because at some point that's something I'm going to be considering. And so I had a chat with them about that, and they said I can talk a lot more about it in my second appointment, so I guess that's what will happen. So yeah, that's all for now. A little simple appointment for you there. Please like the video if you liked it, comment down below any questions that you may have, and please do subscribe if you want to be kept updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.